Hi folks, ready for another episode of Joe's Garage? Well, here we go. What we have here is the same set of carbs from the last video. Now these are from a 1981 xj550 Maxim. And these were neglected for quite a number of years, so there was a lot of corrosion. The issue I'm having now with these is the pilot jets. They are all seized except for one. I was able to get one out with a screwdriver. The other three were already completely rounded off even before I got them. So the previous owner attempted to get them out and used a screwdriver with the soft brass and a hard screwdriver, just rounded the tops off. I tried every other trick that I know of, which includes taking a screwdriver, lining it up, giving it a few taps so it seats, pulling it out. I tried heating it. I tried soaking it in carb cleaner to help loosen up the grime around it when I did it. Nothing. They're so rounded off, I cannot get them to move. So now we have to do what I consider my last resort, and that is using a screw extractor. Now these are made, this one here, it's a Vermeer #1. You can get these at almost any hardware store. And it uses a 5/64 drill bit. And if you ever wonder what size drill to use, it always says it right on the package right here. So we've got our extractor, got our drill with a 5/64 drill bit, and then we have a torch. And what we're going to use the torch for today is we're going to heat the unit up around the base by the jet. What I want to do is I want to give this thing every opportunity to come loose. Anybody that's ever used these in the past on a regular basis knows that these extractors break off really easy. So you never want to, you always want to give it the most chance possible to get the screw out or whatever you're trying to extract with it. So what we're going to start with here, I'm going to start by looking at it. And if you kind of see inside the hole on here, that it's pretty flat. The end of it's been rounded off pretty good with the screwdriver. So I don't have one side or the other that's built up, which is good because then my drill will line up straight. The other thing is the hole that's in there right now is almost the same size as my drill. It's probably only maybe 20,000ths of an inch different. So when I go to drill this, it is going to want to suck the drill in. The spiral from the drill is going to want to drive itself just like a screw into it. So I have to be really careful when I drill this, or else I'll break off this little tiny drill bit. So when you drill it, you want to start and get everything lined up straight. You want to start the drill spinning, and then you want to gently just push it in, and make sure you're kind of bracing the drill so it can't suck itself in. You're in a lot of ways actually acting like a machine tool and compensating for the height as you're pushing it in. You don't want the drill to actually suck to the bottom and then snap off. So as I'm drilling it, I'll show you here. I'm going to get it spinning first, and then I'm going to just gently pull it in. And as soon as I feel it trying to pull in, I'm going to do one of two things. If it pulls it in too much, I'm going to back off on the trigger. Or I'll pull back just slightly, just until it loosens up. But you don't want to just let it suck into the bottom of it. So we're going to line it up. I'm going to make sure, look at it from different angles, and make sure I'm drilling into it square. And start it up. And see, then it actually sucked in a little bit, but I let off the throttle right away. And I'm going to screw it back out. Now I'm going to do it again. Back it out. Now it went in about 3/16 of an inch, and it's basically drilled the hole now. I'm going to go and I'm going to tap my shavings out of it. And now we're ready to use the drill extractor. So we're going to take this extractor and I'm going to set it in here, get it lined up straight. I'm going to use my lineman pliers to hit it with a hammer. You can use a little tiny hammer too, but this, I'm not hitting it very hard at all. I'm just giving it a few taps. And it probably went in there a good 1/8 of an inch almost, 100,000ths to an 1/8 of an inch. So it actually, that little bit of tapping drove it right in there. So now this guy is ready to screw it out. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to give it some heat. We're trying to give this thing every chance we can without, I don't want to break that extractor off in here. So, and where I'm going to heat it, my jet is in here about 5/8 of an inch from the top. So I want to heat it in that area where the jet is located. So we're going to heat it like right here, and you'll see the condensation kind of come off the aluminum. I heat it on both sides. You only want to do this for about 10 seconds or so. And there's still stuff in there, so you can see it gassing out. So I know it's getting hot in there. I think, yeah, that's pretty good there. So we'll shut off our torch. And now let's try to drive this guy out. Just like that. Came right out. And there is our jet. Now, there's a lot of carburetors I've gotten from people over the years that they say, once this happens, they go and they find a new carb body. Well, some vehicles, that's fine if you can get a carb body cheap. But on these ones, I'm looking at $50 for carb body, when it only took me 5 minutes to get the jet out, and this jet is going to cost me about 15 bucks. So, saves money all the way around. Well, I hope that was informative for you guys today. If you got any questions, feel free to put it in the comments section, and if you got any ideas for additional videos, please put it in there as well. All right, have a nice day.